What's poppin' challenge? My name's GATSB7. Shout out KSI. Let's get it poppin'. Who you know running this town like that? Coming for the crown like that. Came from the mud and the ground, I guess. That I better be better than every half-ass cat with a Mac in my backpack in the back cave. Looking back on a lab pad for the campaign and I laugh cause I'm actually in the fast lane and I never been one for the brakes. Whoa. Getting my J's on, second in charge, I'm feeling like Pippin. Get on my way, y'all. Raising the bar with bars, you trippin'. Finna get paid, y'all. But Gucci and Prada don't really excite me. Give me a bag with some Nikes. Give me a mic and I beat it on mighty. Go. Y'all say you make dough, I'ma turn that shit to toast. Wait, I need bread first. I'm riding a wave, so where little boat? I'm diving in head first. Declining my class, a penny for thoughts. Y'all think you rolling in sauce? Give me a break, I'm feeling like Ross. Whoa. Y'all wanna pass me over, hack the gold, and half your flows can't even hack it though. Had like y'all, this fashion shows. What got into you as Moses Jones? So be sick of the sip of the stick, picking the lid, finna flip the who really winning. I'll reiterate, I did it. Y'all think you spit the sickest, but hearing crickets pick apart the rhythms, and you realize that you really did it. Wow, that's fast as fuck, dog.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Darnell Bradley back at y'all with another video, and today we have got another top 13 KSI Cypher spitter right here. It's your boy GATSB7. What's going on, Gats?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Glad that we got this chance to talk. Definitely got some
Absolutely,
questions.
yeah.
Heck yeah, definitely. We got some questions here because that Cypher was amazing. I had a good time reacting to it as many did. So before we get into it, some of the same questions I got with I had with Samad. Like, how'd you get into music? Like, where'd that come from for you?
Oh man, so my pops was a worship pastor growing up. So growing up, I was always around music. Like that was just it was like that was all I knew because that was his job, was to make music. So I was always like exposed to like real talented musicians.
Okay. Like
around me. So I started playing guitar. Then we found out that I was super ADD and couldn't focus on the guitar. So the thought process was, okay, let's get him on the drums because there's 4 things you got to control then. Like you can't just pay attention to one. So I started playing drums when I was real young, and I still play drums to this day. But that was where I really like started to fall in love with just like music in general. And then I'd say when I was, man, I want to say it was like 2009. So I was probably 14 maybe. I started writing hip hop. Which was like super taboo.
It was
like
taboo and where you was at?
In my circle, yeah, because it was like hip hop was like, oh man, that's bad music, man. That's bad news, right?
Okay.
And but it was just what I fell in love with. Kanye dropped Graduation, and Graduation was the first hip hop album that I owned. And like the funny story that I talk about all the time is like, I wanted Graduation, but I wasn't allowed to have it because it had bad language on it.
Yeah, okay. How old were you at this time?
What was that?
How old were you at this time?
14, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. It just wasn't allowed to be played in my house or like around anybody that I knew. So I burned it to a CD.
Old school.
And yeah. So I burned it to a CD. Like half the people, like the TikTok generation, is listening to this. Like, what is burning?
They don't know what that. They don't know what that is.
Nobody has any clue. But I burned it to a CD, and my genius idea was, okay, I'm gonna write Switchfoot on the CD, and Switchfoot is like a Christian rock band. So it was like if anybody saw what was in my little CD player, nobody was gonna suspect anything.
He was like, I got the slide, I got the move. We just gonna sneak that right there. Okay.
Right. Yeah. So that was what really got me into hip hop was Kanye. Kanye really was what sparked my interest in it, and I just love the poetic element of like being able to put words where they shouldn't be and make words that don't actually rhyme. Oh yeah,
bending the word. Yep.
Yeah, and the rhythm portion of it was just like what came naturally to me.
Oh hell yeah.
So
definitely. That's a very interesting story. That's cool. I like that. How you were able to like go into something else stemming from one part. You know what I mean? That was dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. All right. So when it comes to this whole thing, like, how did you hear about this Cypher? Like, were you watching KSI's channel? Somebody hit you up? Like, how did you hear about it? Not the Cypher. I mean the challenge.
The challenge. Yeah. So I mean, the crazy thing is I had quit rapping right before that.
Really?
before the challenge hit, I probably hadn't written a new verse in like 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah, because I started my YouTube channel about a month before the challenge, and I was gaining tractions off reactions. Like I was getting plays off reactions. Like I think before the challenge hit, I was at like 900 subscribers or something like that, 1,000 subscribers.
Oh, trust me, I feel you. I'm on the same tip right now.
Right.
I'm not at 900. I'm like almost at 3, but yeah.
Yeah, like you get that immediate like gratification of like, you know, people are watching me, people are awaiting my reactions.
Yeah.
And so I never really thought that I would go back to writing verses and rapping.
No, I feel you, bro.
And I mean, the thing is, like, that's what I truly love is writing and being able to express myself like that. But I just accepted, like, okay, this probably just isn't going to work out. Like, this isn't, I guess this isn't the wave. You know, this isn't what people want from me.
Well, the thing is with that, though, is the reactions to get your subscribers and that things like that, that gets you the eyes so that when you do put music out, they can at least see it. You know what I mean?
Big facts, yeah. And that's exactly what happened was I had been dropping my older music periodically over that month, like one a week or whatever like that. And so people knew I could rap. Yeah. And when the challenge came up, I think it was already like midnight when he dropped it or something like that. And people started commenting on my latest video that I just posted like recently and were like, dude, you got to do this KSI challenge, do the KSI challenge. And there were like probably 4 or 5 comments and I was like, whatever, like we'll see. I pull up the beat and I'm like, I can rock with this. Okay. I can get down to this. And so I penned out a verse and it was already midnight. I had to be up for work at 7. And I penned out a verse and the ending, which I don't know if you heard my initial challenge verse. Yeah. The very ending of it was just like, no, that part too. I'm gonna get to that. Oh, okay, okay. The fast flow before that, it was like I'm sick of the syphilis, pick a the little finna pick a who ready win a number like the fast bars weren't there initially, and I recorded it and I was like, this needs something that's gonna make it stand out to viewers. So I double timed the ending. I rewrote and chopped up at the ending, did that chopper flow. Yeah. And I was like, I'm going to get people's eyes doing this. Now I got to do something that's going to get KSI's eye. And so I thought about like, okay, maybe I'll just like piss him off and see if that like catches his eye, which is like a stupid mentality. But I was like, okay, no,
it almost fucked you.
Yeah, he's like, I know he's not cool with Crypt, and I know he's not cool with Dax. So I was like, what's my name? My name's Gats. All right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to throw this ending on there in the exact same style that Dax does it and go, it's Gats! Like with the freaking rasp in the voice and everything. Yeah. So then I was like, all right, I got the thing that's going to catch the viewer's eyes, and then I got the thing that's going to catch KSI's eye. And it worked. Yeah, because he reacted to it like that weekend or whatever. And when he first saw mine, he was like, when I said, it's Gats! He's like, hold up. Wait a second. Go back. He's like, no, you're out, fam. You're out. I was going to go start you. And then listen to it again, heard me say Gats, and he's like, all right, you're through. And so, like, it was all intentional and pointed. Yeah. And, I mean, it worked out well.
It did. But let me ask you something. How would you have felt if he did not go back and give it that second listen to make sure what you said, and he thought, like, he just set in stone that you said it's Dax, and he was just like, nah?
Okay. I've thought about this so much because, like, when that initially came up and that happened, I was like, I'm an idiot. I'm so dumb. Like, I can't believe I did that. But then thinking back on it, I'm like, you know what? If he would have kicked me out, I probably would have deserved that. Like, I probably would have deserved it for that one. But, you know, it would have sucked. I mean, because my verse was hot. Like, I know my verse was hot. Yeah, my verse was hot. And, I mean, I don't want to sound like arrogant about it, but like I personally do believe that it belonged in the top 13. And to kick it out would have sucked, but I would have deserved it. So you know what I'm saying?
My thing is anybody who put a verse out, hell shit, including myself, because I put a verse out, but I didn't do a video. I did it all wrong. That was fine. But I think anybody that put a verse out, if they didn't think that they at least had the potential to get up there, then like there was no reason for you to put a verse out.
Absolutely.
Like everybody did this with the potential of being picked. So if you put a verse out and you're like, oh, he ain't even gonna feel this, then you should have just took it off your channel. All right, so I got my questions down here.
Oh, you're chilling.
All right, so when it came to so we're gonna backtrack. Challenge.
Cool.
You find out about the challenge. Cool.
Yeah.
As far as like putting your verse together, getting where you wanted to record and recording it and getting it out, like how long? But from the time you heard it to the time you put it out, like
5 hours.
5 hours? Okay.
Yeah, I heard the beat. I wrote to it. I recorded it, rewrote the last part, mixed it down, went up in my attic, shot the video, came downstairs, put the whole video together, uploaded it. It was like 5 in the morning. I had to be up at like 7. And so I didn't sleep that night. But then I woke up to go to work, pull out my phone, and my phone is just like it had popped on IG, and I think it had like 5,000 or 6,000 views on Instagram. And YouTube had started to pick up, and then Twitter picked up later that day.
Okay.
And so I think overall, across the whole thing, it was crazy because YouTube heisted our views. Like, it did it to me, Crypt, and Dizzy.
What do you mean it heisted your views?
My video was at like 85,000 views. And it pulled it after the finals had come up.
Okay.
And it pulled it down to like 35K.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so me, Dizzy, and Crypt were talking about it, and I think it was because of that Google Doc that KSI had it on. That's where we got a ton of our views, and I think YouTube flagged it as spam.
Wow.
And so it like heisted all the views off that, which, I mean, we didn't get revenue off it because the beat was claimed anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, to have that many views taken away is like,
Well, yeah, because the views still mean something. It's the eyes,
Right.
it's the people that see it. You know what I mean? Whether you're making money off it or not, like
facts, yeah.
it's the notoriety and attention. That's dumb. That's dumb.
Yeah. But yeah, 5 hours. 5 hours I put it up.
All right. So when you put it up, how was, I guess, like you said, you put it up and you thought it deserved to be in there. So how was that anticipation from when you put it up to when you finally saw that he had picked it? Like, are you anxious? Are you just like biting your nails? Like, what's going on in that time frame?
See, I think my experience with it was a little bit different than guys like Samad and Dizzy and Crypt and them, because they had kind of like built this fan base, you know?
Yeah.
And I didn't have that fan base around my hip hop element. Like as an artist, as a reactor, I had a little bit of a following, but not as an artist. And so I was like, as soon as people like Dizzy, because I mean Dizzy and Crypt, like those are guys that I've watched for a long time. As soon as, like, they started putting stuff up, I was like, we're done, fam. Like we're out, you know. Like, and so it wasn't like I hardly pushed I pushed the video for like the first 3 days, and then I just started to kind of like accept in my soul, like, yeah, I'm probably not gonna make it. It'd be cool to make it, but I probably won't. So like, don't get your hopes up.
Yeah.
But then luckily I didn't have to wait long, because I know I think like Samad got picked on the second video, and a couple other people like Shizzy and all them got picked on the second video, and so they had to wait a little bit longer. Luckily mine was up early enough that it was only like 4 or 5 days before the first thing came up.
Yeah,
and
I caught your reaction. I caught your reaction to him picking me.
I almost had a heart attack. That was my legitimate first time seeing that, and I really almost had a heart attack.
I fucking bet.
Yeah.
I bet. That seemed like a very high pressure moment.
Me like, dude, you're in his new video. You're in his new video. And I'm like texting back like, don't tell me. Because like if I know I'm in, like I'm not gonna be able to react to it.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was something. All right, so let me see where we at. So after you got picked, right? So you're picked, you're in the top, it's the voting polls time. Like, where are you at now? Like, you now you're watching votes. Now you're watching people to see you're in here competing with people that you have watched on YouTube, that you've modeled after, and now you're actually competing with them. Like, what you thinking at that point?
Bro, that was surreal. Like Shizzy and Ali, like those are guys I've watched since I was 15. Like those are guys that I've watched for forever. Like I used to learn Ali Dominique verses. Just like for fun. Yeah, to be sitting on the same list as guys like Shizzy and Ali that I've watched for years and years and years, and then guys like Crypt and Dizzy who have recently kind of come up, but I've also been watching for like, you know, 2-3 years.
Yeah.
It was a surreal experience. Like super, super wild. And I was just like, I was awestruck, you know? Like I think I tweeted right after that came up, like, I can't believe that my name is right between Dizzy 8 and Crypt.
Oh,
like
yeah.
That just blows my freaking mind, and it became even weirder when people I started to become friends with these people.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to get with you here in a second.
Yeah.
So, but okay, before we get into that, because I'm going to ask about that. Before we get into that, once the voting polls came down and everything like that, and everybody was picked, were you discouraged at all?
When the results came out,
Yeah.
I was fired up. Like, at that point, I knew that I was good enough.
Okay.
Like, I think making it onto that list,
That was your validation.
that was my validation that, like, no, I belong here.
There you go.
And then when people started hitting me up, it was like, yeah, I belong here. Like, this is what I've always wanted to do. This is always what I've known that I was supposed to do. I just needed that little bit of validation that was going to say, like, yeah, go for it.
I feel you just needed that nudge, because I remember you were talking about that you were about to hang up the mic. I hope that thought never crosses your mind again, because like, bro, you spit, dog. Like, you spit. Like, that's why I reacted to your Lindsay freestyle.
My Lindsay, yeah, Philip Lindsay. I saw that. I appreciated that.
Yeah, bro, because
yeah, like speaking on that 13 again, like that, I was fired up because I was like, okay, I know I don't have a fan base. I know that I'm not well established, but I know I'm good enough. And so, like, leading up to it, I was like, I know that my name's gonna be called early in the video. Like, I'm gonna be low on the polls. But I never thought I was gonna be last. I didn't think I was gonna be last. Okay. And so, like, when that came out, like, I wasn't mad, I wouldn't say. I was just like, there was a fire lit inside of me that I was like, I am now the underdog. You know, I'm now the one that was looked past. And so, like, I printed out the results and put them up on my wall. I don't know if you can see them back there.
Yeah, I see them.
But that's like the constant motivation where I can just turn around and it's like, all right, that's the 13. That's the 13 right there.
I got you, but bro, do you think that has anything to do with just you not having as big a fan base?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of it that was like, yeah, no one knew who I was. Mm-hmm. And so, like, you're really gonna have to convince somebody that doesn't know who you are.
No, I feel you.
Especially if they have a horse in the race.
Oh, hell yeah! Because
and so I feel you.
No, when I was talking to Samad, he was talking about how he was happy to have gotten more than King Batch, and I was telling him how people wanted to hop on Crip's head because of how big he was entering this competition and things like that. But when King Batch did the same thing and he didn't win, it's about the skill, G. It's about the skill, and you got the skill. I honestly think that in your specific case, it was a big thing about fan base because you're just getting started. So let's see what we got here. Okay, so we got the results came out. Now this what I'm about to ask you right now. This is between when the results came out and the Cypher. So before the Cypher hit, before any of that, had you ever been in contact with anybody on that list? Had you ever talked to, or besides known about through YouTube, had you ever talked to any of them
that were on the list?
Yeah, that was in the top 13.
Is this before the voting results came out or after the voting results came out?
You know what? We're just gonna go at the beginning of the Cypher. Had you been in contact with anybody that made it?
When the Cypher hit, yeah.
Okay, so, but yeah, because that's when Crypt hit you up. What I mean is, like, okay, better question. Before Crypt hit you up about the Cypher, had you talked to anyone on the thing? Okay, all right. So you guys were talking.
Yeah, because like when the list came up, who was the first one to hit me up off the list? It's probably Dizzy. I think Dizzy was. And I talked to Dizzy a lot.
Okay.
The first. I was on a live stream talking about, like, who were the notable snubs, you know, who was left off the list. Yeah, so I was on a live stream talking about, like, the notable snubs and, like, who all made the list and watching it again. I think that was right when, like, the Luke and Screw thing was going on, so there was, like, a lot of people active in the chat.
Yeah.
And Dizzy hopped in, and I hadn't talked to Dizzy. The only interaction that I had with Dizzy was when Dwayne was reviewing my Poppin challenge.
Okay.
And him and Dwayne kind of almost clowned the ending when I double timed it, and then went back and listened, and they're like, I feel it. Like, Dwayne was all about it, and Dizzy was like, is he really saying anything though? And so, like, kind of like I had like this almost like elephant in the room or whatever, and Dizzy hit me up. He's like, hey, hit me up on Twitter. I hit him up on Twitter, and he DM'd me. He's like, what's your number? So I gave him my number. Like an hour later, I just see a number calling me. Pick it up. He's like, what's up, dude? It's Dizzy. Yeah, like skipped over all the introductions or whatever.
Yeah.
But we ended up talking on the phone for probably like 2 hours.
Oh shit.
And
okay.
ever since then, like we've been real cool. Like been real cool.
Yeah, I remember Dizzy was he was also one of the people that I peeped in the Cypher. Like I don't know if you saw my reaction, but yeah, he when he spit, it got amped.
Yeah.
But now let me see. So now, how unexpected was it that Crypt was about to hit you up? Because I'm sure at this time you're thinking, okay, it's done. The results are in. This was a good run. It was fun. It was a cool experience. And you're thinking it's over.
Yeah.
Then was it through an email or like how did that hit you, the Cypher?
I want to say that he had DM'd me before he asked me to be on the Cypher.
Okay.
And just I think he just said like, hey, I really liked your verse or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then he had liked a couple tweets, and so like we had kind of like started to be in like very slight contact.
Yeah, a little back and forth. Okay.
Yeah, just tiny. And so I was kind of like, okay, maybe like eventually like we'll get in touch again. And then I was taking a nap. I woke up from a nap, and I was supposed to do a feature verse that night. And I opened my phone, and there was a DM on Twitter, and I pull it up, and it's Crypt.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, that's wild. I slide my phone because my phone has like the lock feature where you can just see where it's from, and then you just slide it. So I slide it, and it's like, hey, dude, I'm putting together a Cypher with a lot of the verses from the challenge. I want you to be on it. How fast can you get me a verse? And I was like, I can get it to you tonight.
Oh, he's like, fuck the bullshit. We on.
I was like, I'll get this verse to you tonight. He's like, okay, good. I need it in 24 hours. I need a video by Wednesday. And I think that was Sunday.
Damn, Crip said, yo, I need this. I need it this time. I need it this way. Let's get it done.
He was like, good. I need it by Wednesday, video wise, and we want to get it out before the hype from the Poppin challenge dies.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I was like, bet, I got you. And I think I flipped him a verse that night. And then my video guy came and shot with me on Monday, the day after.
Mm-hmm.
I got with my video guy. He came and shot with me. Video turned out amazing. Luke Holiday.
Oh, it did.
He's incredible.
It did. Quick question about that, because your challenge verse to your Cypher verse, the quality is, you know. So what made you want to go so far all out for the Cypher?
I was thinking, okay, this might be my last chance to get a little bit of catch the momentum from the Poppin challenge.
Mm-hmm.
And with me not having that big a fan base and not really being in touch with a ton of people before the Cypher hit, like I had made a couple friends, like me and Dwayne had gotten tight, me and Dizzy got tight, me and DK, like I made a couple friends.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, this might be my last chance to show that I belong here, that I got this.
Mm-hmm.
And so I pulled out all the punches on the verse, the actual writing portion of it.
Yeah, hold on. Let me hold on, my man. Gotta get with you, because when I initially reacted to it, I missed this part when you spit it. I did, or else I would have stopped it and said some shit. My boy said, hang 10 is about to get overtaken by this wave. Then watch me hang 10. That's too many bodies.
Yeah.
Bro, I can't believe I missed that the first run through. That shit was on. I was like, what? Let's go. But yeah, bro, you did that line, man. Like, about to get overtaken this wave. Hang 10. That's too many bodies. I was like, ooh, whoo.
Yeah, so that actually a lot of people missed a couple of those lines. Like I was kind of bummed that like a couple people, like a lot of people didn't catch the lines. Like the Juggernog line, everybody was like, I know Juggernog. Yep. But they missed the follow-up that was COD on the beat. And so it's like COD.
Yeah.
It's like Call of Duty. And then, the hang 10, that's too many bodies. A couple people were like, oh, I get the hang 10 with the wave, and then hang 10 with the noose.
Too many bodies, yeah.
but nobody got the triple that was hang 10. That's too many bodies. So I'm pointing out there's 10 plus 2 people ahead of me. So there's 12 people that finished ahead of me. It's just like a triple layer of just like reiterating the fact that it's like no disrespect to anybody, but it's like there were 12 people picked ahead of me. So it just,
I feel you. You know what I've noticed a lot of rappers are starting to do now, even Eminem, because it does happen. Like, I think the only person I see really get punches, like, just nail him on the head is, like, No Life Shaq. Like, he just, like,
Shaq kills it, yeah.
There's no way that he just gets them all. But they start, like, kind of halfway explaining their kind of halfway explaining their punches through ad-libs.
Yeah.
Because I think it was Eminem who did a line, what was it? Like, he's like, I got an idea. Like when you go to buy beer, idea.
Yeah.
Like, but then in his ad lib, he said it again, idea, like for people to get it. Because sometimes bars be flying. Sometimes bars be flying.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've done this reaction thing. It's not freaking easy.
It's not. Like, it's not. Like, I just put out a song called Cooked, and there's a line in it. It's funny because dude caught it, and it was in my comments. I thought it was so dope because I hadn't had anybody, like, comment on something I spit like that before. And I said, take headshots in the booth, link in description. Get it? It was like,
take headshots in like a photo booth?
It was take shots in the booth, link in description. Like how Lincoln got a headshot in the booth.
Okay,
Abraham
I got
Lincoln,
you.
Then link in description.
There you go. Okay, I see you. I see you.
So it's I definitely understand it's cool when people get the lines, and it's kind of like when somebody doesn't get it, because I know everybody has that moment when they're writing punches and they're like, but are they gonna get that though?
Yeah. There was enough in there that hit.
Oh yeah.
That I was okay with, like the Benghazi line going over everybody's head. That was my favorite line in the whole thing, and nobody grabbed it. As I said, what did I say?
The only thing I didn't grab it is because I didn't know the reference. I knew it was a bar. Just because the way you put it.
Feel that it was a bar.
Yeah.
They just didn't know what it was.
Yeah, I didn't know the situation because you said a lot. You Benghazi, he did a lot of shit because you said a lot. You said you said did the track, then remove it, something like the kid Benghazi.
I'll make a beat and delete that shit. Then I did like the kid Benghazi. And I think if I would have let that marinate, it might have hit. People might have caught it, but then I followed it up with the Penn Godly, my guy, man, I'm so Ozzy, and like that's when people shuffled the brain.
You said okay, yeah. I was talking about delivery in that instance.
Yeah,
but
yeah, that line, I'll make a beat, then delete the shit, then deny I did like the Kim Benghazi. It's just a reference to like the whole Hillary Clinton Benghazi deleting the emails thing.
You're right.
And so yeah, like delete, make a beat like a story, and then delete it. So it's like, and then a beat like obviously. Like
I got you, but like you said, a lot of it was hitting. So.
Oh yeah.
Let me see. Okay, so you said you got the verse decrypt very, very quick.
Mm-hmm.
How long did it take you to get the video to him? Did you get it to him by that Wednesday?
Bro, my boy freaking killed it. My guy is amazingly talented. His name's Luke Holiday. He has an Instagram page and everything like that.
Okay.
We shot Monday. I called him right after Crypt texted me before I'd even written my verse. I was like, I need a video from you like tomorrow.
Okay.
And he's like, I got you. And so I overnighted the Odell Beckham jersey. Bro, everybody thought it was the crossover, and I don't actually know if that's where they shot it or not, but it's the Cincinnati Union Terminal. It's like the museum in Cincinnati, the big museum in Cincinnati.
Yeah, that was an amazing shot. Like you chose the location so good, bro. So good.
Appreciate you. Yeah, I wanted something that was instantly recognizable as Cincinnati.
Yeah.
So my initial thought was I was going to try to break into the Bengals Stadium, and then I figured out I was probably going to get arrested for that. So I was like, all right, so we're going to do the Union Terminal.
Oh,
so we went up there. There was nobody there because of COVID.
Yeah.
And probably could have got in trouble for being outside, but we were 6 feet apart the whole time. Promise. If anybody's watching this is going to get us in trouble, we maintain social distance. And so we shot the video, and he was like, I've got a couple projects tomorrow. I'm going to try to get it done tonight. And I was like, okay, if you can get it done tonight, I'll love you forever, and I'll buy you as many Sour Patch Kids as you want.
Oh, solid ass deal.
Yeah. And Dude, he flipped it to me in like 4 hours.
Ooh.
Like unreal.
That's
and then I
what's
sent it to Crypt that night. Cause the way he sent, usually when I get a video, I send back for like some like fixes or whatever. Like let's change this. He hit everything perfectly first try.
Nice.
Like everything was absolutely perfect. Color was awesome. The way he staged the like hopping off the little pedestal, he killed every aspect of it. And so like I was so happy with him.
I will say this though that I saw in the video. It seems like when the Cypher came out, the whole thing, it seemed like the beginning of your video was at the end.
You are correct. That is exactly how it was.
All right.
Yep. That was at the end, and I don't know if you peeped the Papa Do podcast when Krypton.
I've seen. Not religiously, no.
Okay, yeah, Krypton Nato were talking about what really like inspired the beat, and Nato brought up my verse.
Okay.
And he was like, I really feel like him printing out the results set the mood really well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and Crypt was like, yeah, that actually. After I heard Gats' verse, I wrote the hook. And so the hook was actually based off my verse.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was amazing. Like, huge praise. Like, I am undeserving of that. Like, I appreciate those guys so much. And so, yeah, he wanted to keep that beginning in because that was the beginning of the video. He wanted to keep that there, and so he put the first chorus after my verse, which is why I didn't go first, because I think I was initially supposed to go first because I was 13.
Okay.
But he put me second, had Leo start off, and Leo absolutely slaughtered the first verse.
Well,
absolutely
talented kid.
That kid is amazing. He's going to be humongous. But and then he put the beginning of my video at the end just so that part was still in it and played off that chorus well.
That's what I assumed, because I remember I was watching it, and then like you started spitting, and then at the end when they're doing the chorus, I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, and it's funny, people are commenting like, oh, this is all planned. Like, Gatsby has something else that's another video that's coming out that's going to play off the end of this, and because he stood up and he wasn't done and he was going to go back in and he's going to put in another video. And I was like, okay, they can roll with that. We'll let that live.
Conspiracy theories.
Right.
Oh, man. But no, that had to do good. So tell us about some of the things that have been going on with you since the Cypher came out. Some of the positive things, because apparently you gained a lot of traction from where you was at.
A lot, yeah.
And you said you were at like what 900 subs before.
Before the challenge came out, I was probably at 900.
And where you at now?
8,000, I think.
Ooh, come on.
I think like right around 8,000, like 75, 8,000, something like that.
Good shit, bro.
Yeah, it's been great. It's been great. It's been wild to make these friends with people that I never that I've looked up to forever. Like guys that this Fensby TV, Todd, freaking amazing dude. We've played video games like the past 4 nights. Like dude is freaking awesome.
Nice.
But yeah, the friendships that I've made so far have just been incredible. And like that's been the thing that I am so grateful about for this whole experience is that that's what I'm most grateful about is the relationships that I've built with people that are motivated on the same path that I am.
Oh yeah.
Because like if you're around like-minded people
100%.
and you incorporate yourself with like-minded people, you're going to be that much more creative.
100%. I feel you in the sense of when there have been times in my life when I was a teenager, me and my friends, we used to battle, we used to record, we used to make music, we used to do a lot of things, and then I moved to Massachusetts, and I wasn't really into my music out there as far as rapping and things go, but out of just sheer happenstance, I happened to fall in with a group of breakdancers. Yeah. And just through that, I started like doing popping, breaking, crumping, that kind of thing, and then I came back, like all my friends that were doing music, they kind of and I fell off my music for years.
Right.
But now being back and doing this, got some money and got equipment.
What I'm talking about.
And so that's why I started doing my music again. But honestly, I had seen your channel before the even the challenge came out. I was just going.
Yeah, I know. You clowned me.
I clowned you?
You clowned me in your reaction. You said I was awkward.
Oh, wait, no. You're trying to play me. Hold on, let me explain. Let me explain. Hold on. When I was watching you do your reactions, what I meant by like awkward, it's weird because it's this presence when you do reactions that you have. I saw it when you did the KSI one, and the only reason that I could really notice it as maybe it was a bad way to put it as awkward, but the main reason I noticed it is because when you spit, when you rap, it's like a completely different fucking person.
Yeah.
It's like a completely different fucking person, and I think like seeing you rap and then watching your videos, there's such a big contrast. I guess I shouldn't have said awkward, but there is such.
I knew what you meant.
Okay, all right, but there is such a big contrast. I'm like, this motherfucker is like doing dual personality media and doesn't even know it.
Dude, I toe the line. Like, this is it's intentional. Like, everything I do is pointed and intentional. I toe the line between being just an absolute cornball and being super entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's I want people on my reaction videos to be like, I don't know if this dude is hilarious or just super corny and cringy.
Mm-hmm. I never thought you were cringy, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, it's a side of my personality. See, I always say, like, people talk about Geminis, but like I'm a Gemini, right? I don't really subscribe to the whole star symbol thing.
Yeah.
But like I have all like these different sides of me. You know what I'm saying? Like I can chop it up with the best of them, but I can also just be an absolute freaking goon, like just so goofy. It's like you see the same things with like Tyler the Creator. Like Tyler's got a lot of that where like
he's another
he'll
type.
spit completely different from one song to the next song, and from one interview to the next interview.
No, I feel you on that. I feel you on
that.
So real quick, the just talking to you about some more of what you got going on, versus the pop and stuff. That Lindsay, what was the inspiration for that Lindsay? Why'd you put that out there?
For greatness, he said you don't gotta be famous, but Jonah, don't waste it and don't lose yourself on the way. Now I'ma buy him a whip, my mama a crib, and do it all shit that I say. This that 28-3, this that Milliverse Lee, this that underdog coming up the ranks, ain't nobody stopping G.
I'm a big Broncos fan, big Denver Broncos fan.
Okay.
Always been a Broncos fan, and Philip Lindsay is just the best underdog story that I've probably ever heard. Yeah. So I don't know if I peeped your reaction. I loved it, by the way. It was great. But he was an undrafted free agent.
Okay.
Nobody wanted him.
Okay.
He was too small. He was too slow. Everything like that. And then the Broncos signed him, which was his hometown team, and he balled out. First game, first touch ever, scored a touchdown, everything like that. And he's gone on to become one of the best running backs in the league. And so just for that simple fact, like I've always resonated with the underdog, like the underdog mentality.
I got you.
And so like he's been my favorite player since he came into the league, and started to really hit that wave, you know. And so I put that out. I wrote that because like the underdog mentality is something that like I'm really embodying at this point. Like I love it. I love people doubting me. Yeah. So that I thrive in that underdog state, you know. And so writing that just came second nature. And I put it out, and he commented on it, followed me on IG, and then liked it.
Oh,
and it was
shit.
like my freaking mind was blown.
Some shit when you find out you're out there like that, huh?
Is wild. And then his family started commenting on it. His family started liking it, and it's like, dude, this is wild. Like this is crazy.
I'm telling you, man. Yeah, bro. Like, it's so interesting. It's so cool to see, like, artists like you, especially at the point you were at before the Cypher. How you telling me that you're getting ready to hang the mic up? Yeah. You go from hanging the mic up to now, associating and talking to these big ass names that you never thought in a million years they would even know you were a blip on the radar.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And now, like, your stuff is getting real recognition, and honestly, I think you deserve it because, bro, you spit. And the fact that you were telling me that you were thinking about hanging up the mic just kind of is like, thank God for this Cypher, and thank God for the challenge for you because, bro, you could spit. Like,
appreciate you.
I saw that. What was that? Your curfew remix?
Free, trying to sell me your Sephora, no freebies. Daddy issues got a tweaking, rubbing on me like Genie. She call me daddy, no action, she call me Natty's Houdini. Because I up and disappear when she tell me my new girl is 23, trying to sell me a Sephora, no freebies. Daddy issues got a tweaking, rubbing on me like Genie.
That was dope. I gotta ask
Trying to
though.
tell me your Sephora.
What was up with that? Oh, also one thing, the camera and the steering wheel.
Bro. Dog, okay, so this is I subscribe. I really do like listen to the freaking universe a lot, and I don't know like in what element it was, but my buddy who I really trust, like I don't know if he's hearing from God or what, but I trust him, and so he texted me the night that the curfew song came out, and he's like, bro, I got a feeling that if you put together a curfew remix and get it out by tomorrow at lunch, it's going to gain you a lot of traction. And I was like, okay. So I wrote it, recorded it, the same thing. I think it was the night after I put out the Poppin challenge.
Okay.
And so I was tired. I was wiped out. And I wrote it, recorded it, went in my car, drove around the block a couple times, and filmed it. Straight up.
You just knocked on your own door?
If you watch that video, you could just see me taking right turns constantly.
Oh man, I gotta check that out again though, because I wasn't even paying attention.
Yeah.
Like I was paying attention to like what you were spitting and stuff, but I wasn't like watching the background like that.
Right.
So
It's
you drove around the block and knocked on your own door at the end.
Yep. And that was my dog barking.
Good shit.
Yep. Facts. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Oh hell yeah, bro. No, I feel it. Oh man, that's hilarious.
I just ruined the whole storyline of that video. I was supposed to be going to a girl's house, okay?
Nah, we all get it. We all got like I knew what you were like. I knew like knocking on a door, girl's door, whatever. But now hearing like every video, everything has an actuality. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
And it's very interesting and funny to hear them because they're always so entertaining. They're always so funny, and that was awesome. That was said. We drove around the block, knocked on my door, heard my dog.
Yeah, you're getting the real exclusive here.
That was dope. That was that was funny. But hey, man, I'm very glad you did not hang the mic up because that would have been a serious waste of talent because you are talented, man. You got on that thing. You did the Poppin challenge. You did the Poppin verse or Cypher. You've been making your own music. I'm very glad that you're getting the traction that you deserve and your name's getting out there, bro. Like. Good shit, definitely. Like you definitely made the correct moves, especially at a point where you were at. Like, gotta give it to you. But before we sign off this thing, just talk to the people about things you got going on, what you got coming out, and like projects you got going on. Anything you can talk about.
Yeah, so I mean, a lot of it I gotta keep under wraps. But I got my own album I'm working on, We the Underdogs. I just put the title out at the end of the Philip Lindsay video. Working on that. I don't have a release date because it's baby right now. It's puppy.
Got you.
Working on some tracks with a lot of guys that are freaking incredible. I'm working on one, currently writing one with Books the Rapper. Planning on working on stuff with Dwayne super soon. Me and DK are working on some stuff. Hopefully some stuff from me, Samad, me and Dizzy, me and Koofies, a lot of the guys off the Cypher. And then hopefully moving forward, continuing to just write with as many people as I possibly can because I love people and I love talented people.
Oh hell yeah, definitely. I'm the same with you, social butterfly. Like this COVID shit sucks.
That's right.
But yeah, Samad was telling me that you and him were in talks. So that's cool. That's cool. What was that?
That dude's so freaking talented,
bro.
Oh
man,
he's out of this world kind of talented.
He is. He was telling me about how his girl was doing the camera thing for him, and she was just I don't know if you saw his interview, but it was good. It was good stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think of what else. Oh yeah, because I'm glad that one of the things because like I probably just hopped into YouTube. For real, as in regularly uploading, probably like a month and a little bit of change ago.
Yeah.
But where I'm at, I probably have like 3 little music video thingies that I did, prop a camera up somewhere, do some shit.
Yeah.
And I thought that one of my biggest problems, I was doing reactions, and I wanted to do other stuff. Like,
Right.
I got my music, I got my reactions, but I like this. I like this
Yeah.
whole shit. So,
Yeah.
I wanted to do interviews, but I never knew what to do an interview about. And then you guys did the Cypher shit, and I was like, my mind immediately went to, there's no way I'm going to reach any of them. They are going to
Yeah.
blow up. They are going to blow up way too big, and there is no way in hell I'm going to be able to contact anybody.
Yeah.
But I didn't care. I threw emails out to everybody. I hit everybody up on whatever I could, and I'm very, very glad that you got back to me. I want to thank you very much for that.
Yeah.
And giving me your time.
Absolutely. You got more upcoming?
Interviews?
Yeah.
I'm going to say yeah because I am in talks with people. Me and Matt Houston.
Yeah.
We were supposed to have already done one, but I was here with my son and my girlfriend was out, so had to be daddy.
Right.
But I've also been talking to Hunted Kufis. He's a little harder to stay in touch with, but like he gets back to me when he can. So
Yeah.
that's what that is. Also, what do we got? It was Matt. Oh, and was it Borjan?
Borjan, yeah.
Yeah, Borjan. Me and him are talking. Get a little more consistent with that. But yeah, man,
Nice.
I've been throwing them out there because you guys did great stuff, and I think it'd be really good for the people to hear y'all. Just talk. I know I didn't see it. I know you did a Q&A.
Yeah.
I didn't see it. But I think in an interview format, it'd be a good way for you guys to, talk about it.
Yeah, be humanized a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we do dope shit here, and we listen to dope shit
Yeah,
here.
dude, your channel's freaking awesome. I've been peeping since you did the Cypher, and then I think right after you hit me up about maybe doing an interview, and I've been checking out some of your reactions, and dude, your charisma shines through, bro. Like you've got something there. Absolutely, you're super entertaining and super captivating.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that because I just kind of landed in reactions. I really didn't know what I was gonna do. I was like,
Right.
really, I had an old computer that I was gonna try to do. You remember that? I don't know if you saw it, the Logan Paul Antonio Brown song where he Logan Paul dissed Antonio Brown.
That was my biggest video before any of this. It's my third reaction. That was my biggest video before any of the Cypher came up.
Yeah, bro. I was gonna do a reaction to that. That's when I was like, I'm gonna do a reaction. All right, this is gonna be my first one. But bro, that computer was so fucked up. When I tried to record the screen, it just lagged. It did nothing but lag, and I was just like,
oh man.
But since then, I've gotten a new computer. So, but nah, that I did good with that Dr. Sabah one, with Tech 9. That shit went in. Thank you for staying in and doing this big call with us and talking to me and letting the people see what's going on, and we definitely appreciate that. And like I said, I'm gonna be definitely more reacting to more stuff and peeping what you got going on because your boy is subscribed to your channel because we definitely gotta stay updated when you post. So
absolutely,
that's what's going on.
Yeah, dude. Thank you for having me. I really enjoyed this.
Oh,
absolutely.
Hell yeah.
I love doing this type of thing. You ever need me again, just let me know.
Oh, bro, I'm very sure that you are going to fucking do something that is going to require me to talk to you about it. So, I am 110% certain that something's gonna pop off, and I'm gonna talk to you about it.
Yeah, for sure.
Like if we have more time, actually, you know what? What's your if you because you said something about it, and I did a whole video on it. I did a little podcast on it. What's your opinion on that whole Luke Gone, Screwface John, that whole thing?
My thing is that I hate. I don't see this whole thing because I went into it and reacted to it and just felt like wrong about it. You know, like in my gut something didn't feel right.
Mm-hmm.
And now I have way too much behind the scenes information with my friends
Got you.
I can't offer like an unbiased opinion.
Okay.
And so like I don't like negativity. Like I'm a super positive person.
I got you.
And I want everybody to be friends. I get that that's not realistic, but I'm cool with hip hop beef and like battle. If it's if it's about the bars, and I just feel like that thing immediately got so personal that I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Like the Upchurch and Screwface Gene, like the whole I loved Upchurch's stuff because he was about the bars, like it was about the music.
Yeah.
And And I just felt like this one, there was something about it that didn't feel right.
Yeah.
And I couldn't put my finger on it, and then getting more information about it from some friends, I was like, yeah, I can't do anymore. And so after Luke put out his, I can't remember which one it was, Karma maybe.
Yeah.
And then I think 2 more videos came out after that, and people were hitting me up to react to it, and I was like, guys, I'm not gonna do it. Like,
yeah, no, I had
I don't want to be in it.
I feel you. I had done a podcast like hour and something long. I played every video and song up from 6 seconds first diss to Gon's last diss. No, it was always 6 seconds. It was 6 seconds diss. The battle between them, and then the battle between him and
that. Shizzy killed that. By the way.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
Shizzy is. Don't at me. Shizzy is the most talented lyricist that I've ever seen on YouTube.
Yeah, no, man, 6 on some other type shit. But
It really is.
I did that, and then I played World War III. I played them that song because I had 2 friends with me that didn't know anything about the situation, and I was going over the whole thing with them and letting them formulate an opinion. And I'm sorry, like, I know you said you can't, like, you know, you have a lot of inside information, but I don't, so I get to have all kinds of opinions. Because when I first heard that shit, bro, I was like, opening line, I said, wait a minute, what? I had to stop.
Shizzy just dissed Gone on his own song?
Yeah, it's like, I'm the type to kill you, then do a collab with your corpse. I was like, okay. I couldn't do shit but hit play some more. And the thing, and so I did that, and I went and played all the Screw and Gone stuff, and then I ended the video on Six's, when he was just talking. Yeah. He was just explaining all that good stuff. And I was just like, I don't whether Gon did it for views or whatever the reason he did it for, that it was just an incorrect move all around.
Mm-hmm.
It was just incorrect. You made yourself look a certain kind of way. But at the same time, like, I know I fuck with Gon's music. I know I like his music.
Oh yeah.
You know, and when they talk about fast rap, and now I know Screwing Them, when they talk about fast rap, I know what they actually mean is like the subgenre of people who, when they rap fast, they have not perfected that craft, and it's slurred, and it comes off sloppy. Versus rappers like when you do it, or versus like when Gon does it, even M does it. Like if you, like obviously if you're spitting really fast, everyone's probably not going to get the first time, but the fact is that you can go back and actually hear that there is a word there. There is something to be heard there very clearly. It just went by too quick.
Yeah.
And so at first I got a little confused when Screw was talking about it because I know he did work with Tech Nine. And I was like, okay. But I understand the area that they're talking about, but they're just saying it in a broader term to diss somebody. Which you dissing somebody, so they're going to do that.
The whole thing about it is like, if you can only rap fast, you can't rap.
Yeah, that's very true.
Like, and so like we're into this new stage of YouTube rap where we're coming out of a wave of fast rap, YouTube fast rap, because that's what everybody wanted to do.
Well, yeah, as soon as Godzilla hit, bro.
Yeah, but I think it was even before that.
Oh, yeah?
I think it was even before that, yeah. I think it's really since, like, I don't want to say Rap God because that's a little bit too long ago. But you've got a lot of guys. Everybody can rap fast now. Everybody can rap fast.
Yeah.
And so now we're going into a new era of like you have to be dynamic, you have to be lyrical, because that's why I think like Dizzy's gonna pop because Dizzy's super lyrical.
Oh, so same thing with Samad.
Yeah, same thing with Samad, yeah. And so I'm really excited about it because I'm very lyrical. But I also have the element where I can chop it up with you, but I'm never gonna do it for a whole verse. And that's what people
yeah. I see what you're saying.
People want to put me in a box of like your typical white rapper that just wants to rap fast and just wants to be Eminem. And I'm like, no, dude, watch my Poppin Cypher verse again. Like I wrote the dynamic when the beat dropped. Like I started out at like a 1, maybe a 3, and then lifted it and then dropped it and then came back up and I rapped fast for 1 second. And people were like, he's a flippity-hibbity white rapper. Like,
and my thing is, when it comes to that, because with me personally, when it came to fast rap, when it comes to speed rap, even versus battle rap, like speed rap, battle rap, for me personally, it's like they're right here. Like I can fuck with them both. But when it comes to your battle rapping or you're doing diss tracks, you can't just rap fast. Or if you
It's a
are gonna
different
rap
ballgame.
fast, yeah, or if you are gonna rap fast, you gotta battle. Like you
Right.
gotta
Yeah.
say
No,
something.
it's a different sport, bro. It's like
Yeah,
trying to bring a wiffle ball bat to a baseball game. Like you can't do it. They're both sick, but
hmm
you can't approach a battle the same way you approach a fast rap. And I
yeah.
think definitely, I mean, Luke adapted well, and his last couple disses were quality.
Eh,
They weren't the same quality that I think it would have been put out if he would have taken some more time on them.
yeah.
But I think that he did have some good points and he did have some good punches.
He did. But when it comes to battle rap, for me, what got me about Luke was that best way I can describe it. When you hear Dizzy rap,
Hmm.
Dizzy's a battle rapper. Like
You know it, yeah.
You feel the way he delivers it, the way he does it, and then, see, you can even hear it when I'm starting to talk about him.
Yeah,
But
the lines tie into the next line to the next
yeah,
line and then reiterate back around into the first line and
there's some, like, when you hear people battle rap, it's like, it's the best way I can describe it is gritty, this gritty ass
yeah.
sound, you know.
It's
And
mean almost like
Luke sounded it sounded soft.
yeah.
It sounded
And
soft.
like let me say this about Luke. Like dude is really cool dude. Really and so freaking talented. I think Luke has one of the best chances to pop into the mainstream
Yeah,
of anybody on YouTube. Like the dude is so freaking talented. He's a good dude.
he's a commercial artist.
He is. He moved dumb in some aspects, but like he's marketed himself very
yeah.
well.
Oh yeah, I don't
And-
want to. Oh, sorry. Continue.
Yeah, so like I freaking believe in the dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he wasn't built. He's not on the same battle rap tier as Shizzy and Screw.
Yeah,
It's a different game.
it is.
It just is.
Okay.
And so I mean, the skill can only get you so far. There's technicality that has to go into it,
Mhm.
and it's like refinement in the technical aspects of it. And it's just something that people have grown up with and practiced their entire lives. That's just how they write. And like some people are built for it and like made in a freaking laboratory for it, like Shizzy
Like,
and
yeah,
Iggy. Like and then some people just really have to work at it and try and learn it. And I think Luke is working at it to learn that element of it. I just don't know that he's there yet on that same tier, you know. But I think he's unbelievably talented. And I think Screw's unbelievably talented. I think they're playing different sports.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
so I mean, it's not saying one is the better artist than the other artist. It's just like Screw's a better battle rapper,
Yes.
you know.
Yes.
And so like
I think that if Screw tried to see Gone on a commercial artist level, I think Gone would take him.
it's Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather.
Exactly.
Like, that's what it is. It's like you got Conor trying to learn something that Floyd has known his entire life.
Exactly.
He's gonna put up a fight, but he's gonna tire out and he's gonna run out of stuff quickly. You know, like that's exactly what it is. They're in a different ring.
No, you're 100% right. You're 100% right. For all y'all that don't know, I had to do some finagling camera wise real quick, and during that he had told me that something had just dropped. Go ahead, tell him what just dropped.
Death to Mumble Rap, bro. Death to Mumble Rap 2 with Lil Xan.
Gone and Lil Xan.
What is happening?
Me and him are both with question marks everywhere right now. Like, you got a Death to Mumble Rap track with Lil Xan?
I saw all the teasers on Twitter and still thought it was bullshit. Like, I didn't actually think this was coming out, and it just dropped. I'm like, what in the world?
Yeah, so pretty much after this interview, me and him are both about to go check that shit.
Yeah, facts.
Because that shit's crazy. That shit's crazy. I couldn't even.
I don't know what to expect. I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
Yeah.
I wonder which one of us is going to drop it first. I was playing.
Yeah. Probably you, because I have a really long-winded process on how I make my reactions.
Oh, okay. But hey, man, like I said, thank you. Thank you so much for coming on. Like I said, I think this is like the third time I've tried to do this outro.
Yeah, right. I
But-
talk too much. I'm sorry.
No, you don't talk too much at all, bro. To be honest, part of the reason I was like trying to cut it is because I get a little self-conscious and thinking that, all right, I think I'm starting to talk too much and they probably want to go now.
No, bro, not at all.
But yeah, I would definitely keep in contact with you because I love your energy. I think working with you would probably be a very, very fun, interesting experience, even though, like, like it would be great to like meet some of you guys one day because I know
Yeah.
you're Cincinnati, bro. I'm like an hour and a half outside of LA. So
Yeah.
so but I definitely look forward to talking to you again because I know it's gonna happen and definitely plan on working with you because you seem like somebody that would be very, very fun to work with.
For sure. Yeah, let's do it.
Definitely. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. This has been your boy Darnell Bradley here with GATSB7, and we will catch y'all on the next one, fam. Peace.
Stop.
Hi y'all, it's Mr. Last Pick. Sorry if I trip about this shit, I'm only half pissed. A couple people lining up to ask me like an asterisk. They laughing in my face until I kill them with my ad-libs. So when you talk about 7, better mark me down as an underdog. Only see red now if you step to me on the juggernaut. See me OD on the beat, still treated like there's nothing wrong. But y'all been waking up the beast, I'm a machine, I needed another cog. I wear this 13 proudly, cause I want y'all to doubt me. Keep saying how this wave is about to drown me. And then you'll be seeing me hang 10, that's too many bodies. Mayhem with the news, I probably make a beef and delete that shit, then deny I did like the kid Benghazi. Bengali, my God, man, I'm so Ozzy. I was born with a bad body, so sick, keep a vet on me. Waiting for my pocket to thicken, I gotta get it till I sat Ozzy. Oh Lord. Boy, I've always been a dark horse. I was popping once, now I'm popping off. When a dog, the kid get on all fours, it's gas.
Lay me down to sleep, I pray to the